guys, it's Jam, and welcome to episode 2 of the JamCast. That's what I'm going to be calling it from now on. I actually recorded this already yesterday, but I was kind of just scatterbrained about it and didn't really have too much to say for the most part. So like 10 minutes in, I just gave up and was like, well, whatever, I'll record it later. And then later never came. And so today I'm recording it. And that's kind of an issue because, because today is Monday when I'm supposed to be uploading it. And I actually have to go to the dentist in an hour. So I'm like, it's either now or never. I have to record it now. Which is fine because I have a few things to say today, which is, the whole reason I'm doing this. At the end of the line, the reason I'm doing this is for me to kind of get my thoughts in order and kind of put things out there and stuff like that. And the fact that I get to relax you at the same time just is an added bonus. So yeah, I have a dentist appointment in an hour. That should leave us enough time for a normal episode. 30 minutes, 45 minutes, who knows how long I'm gonna go. Like I said, I had a few things to say. Starting off, with the name, I was thinking of names to call this because I was like, I don't really want to call it like an ASMR ramble session or anything like that because it doesn't roll off the tongue as well. And with this format, I was like, oh, it's kind of like a podcast. Sorry, I'm like breathing really heavily right now. Whispering is way harder than I thought it would be. I was thinking of things and I was like, oh, it's kind of like a podcast, this format, and I've never really seen an ASMR podcast before, so I'm like, maybe this will be a first. I mean, obviously I've heard ramble sessions in ASMR, like, this isn't a new concept. Story times have existed for decades at this point. But I was like, oh, I think it'd be really cool to start like an ASMR podcast and stuff, with like guests on it and stuff like that. I think it could be really interesting. So, yeah, here I am. I thought of the name JamCast. It was like, that's so perfect. I'm so excited. Which is why I wanted to record yesterday, because I was like on it. I was like, I got everything I need to do. I just need to do it. Yeah, so I'm very excited about that. And speaking of guests, next week we should have our first guest for episode 3. Our first guest is going to be my good friend Julia, who you may remember from the last episode. I talked about her. She's a good writer, friend of mine, and I think it'd be interesting to do kind of like an interview of like, how is it writing scripts for the ASMR audio roleplay community? Because as you may know, most audio roleplay videos out there are scripted. Like I said, I still want to make this an ASMR, so I'm going to be doing random things to kind of trigger you a little bit, maybe. But yeah, she is a writer, and I don't think it needs to be said that I don't exactly improvise my ASMR videos, except for this one, obviously. Yeah, she wrote a few of my scripts in the past. Rather, she wrote a few scripts that I used in the past. So I'm excited to have her on the show just to kind of describe the process and all that of how it's done, how it is to be a writer in this community, how it feels to have your work kind of used by others and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you tune in to next week's episode. I'm very excited for that one. Sorry, my mind went blank for a second. But yeah, back to I would like this to be like a kind of long format thing of like, I got hundreds playlist and let it take you to sleep and stuff, because I don't know if you can tell, but this is very much going to be a sleep aid, just an ASMR, something you can throw on and have a few hours of, just videos lined up of whispering. Excuse me. And like I said, it's just gonna be me rambling and maybe doing some triggers along the way. I don't know, whatever comes to my mind. In jam life, do y'all play video games at all? Leave in the comments below if you guys play video games. Mortal Kombat 1 just came out, and I've been playing it so much. I'm gonna be honest, yesterday, when I should have been recording, I was playing Mortal Kombat 1, and a little bit of Overwatch, but that's just because I like Overwatch a lot, and I've been playing that one for a while now. Don't get me wrong, I don't just play video games. Like, I'll play a game and make a thumbnail or something. Like, I stay productive, I promise. But recording is a little hard when playing Mortal Kombat or something like that, Yeah, that one took me like 2 days to beat the story mode, which isn't great, because the story mode is like pretty short. I think it's like 4 or 5 hours long. But yeah, I beat that one in like 2 days, and I'm still playing it and getting better and, fighting online and stuff. Let me know down below if y'all play video games again. And even more so if y'all have ever played a Mortal Kombat or are even playing this newest one. And if you are, then tell me what your main is. I think I'm maining Reptile. I like Reiko a lot. Reptile and Melina have been a lot of fun. I like their playstyles. Reptile. I hope this sounds good. I have no idea. I mean, I kind of have an idea, because, like I said the last episode, I can hear myself talking. I just don't know how Audacity is going to pick it up, which is the audio recording software I use. Audacity. Yeah, back to Mortal Kombat. Honestly, my thoughts about it is that it is excuse me. I'm just kind of sitting in my closet right now, so sorry if I readjust, and if it picks it up. I really gotta work on this studio, My closet is getting more and more soundproofed every day, which is good, but I don't have much room to sit, so I'm just kind of sitting in the corner recording this. And so I have to kind of readjust every once in a while. I should be fine though. Back to Mortal Kombat. I think the story is the best since Mortal Kombat 9. I think the story was really strong. It is a reboot in a way. So at the end of the last Mortal Kombat game, the timeline got basically reset, because the bad guy of that game was Kronika, the Keeper of Time, and she went mad, and so Liu Kang, the main character, beat her and reset the timeline and became like the Keeper of Time of the new timeline, And in this new timeline, there's like a lot of, and in this new timeline, there's like a lot of new stuff going on. So like, characters in past games are completely different in this game. Like, Melina is not genetically made. She is just a princess. Shang Tsung was just a normal guy who could make potions and stuff instead of a powerful sorcerer. But this game kind of makes him a powerful sorcerer again. That's like the main plot, basically. But like, yeah, Baraka's a good guy and is just kind of afflicted with a disease. So he's not like, Tarkatan isn't a race anymore, it's a disease. Which sounds weird out of context, but if you play the game, then you know what I mean. It's not as, it doesn't sound as bad. But yeah, I've been playing that a lot. Then Overwatch 2. main. I normally main Bastion, which, if you play Overwatch, you probably recoiled at that. Bastion is not very respected in the community as a main, so I've been kind of branching out and trying new characters. I like Reaper a lot. Reaper. And Cassidy. I've kind of been going through a cowboy phase recently. I'm thinking about doing like a cowboy ghost face cosplay pretty soon. I think that could be really cool. Actually, I'm gonna be honest, I just thought of that just now. I haven't been thinking about it recently. I just came up with it, and I'm like, oh my god, that's such a good idea. I'm gonna have to write that one down after this. But yeah, I've been going through a cowboy phase recently, and I think, it's just enough to where, like, I like playing as cowboys in video games, but I'm not going to try to, like, play a cowboy game, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not gonna go out and play Red Dead Redemption 2, because I haven't played that one yet. I played the first one, but I haven't played the second one. I really liked, Red Dead, the Undead one. I think it's just called Red Undead Redemption or something. Red Dead Undead. I don't know. I liked the zombie mode of that one, in that game a lot. It was like a whole nother game. I guess it was just DLC, but it was like a whole nother game. But it was a zombie apocalypse cowboy game. And it had like mystical horses and stuff. Like you could get a Pegasus, I think, or a unicorn. Or like, I liked the fire horse a lot. That one was sick. I got that one pretty early. I think I went out hunting for it in specific. I like looked up on Game Facts how to get it. And they were like, it's usually in this location. And I was like, sick, I'm gonna go get it. But yeah, I've been liking cowboys a lot recently. However, it's not enough to go out and play like an actual cowboy game, per se. So I don't know, I'm just gonna keep playing Cassidy and Overwatch until the phase kind of fizzles out. And I go back to liking like pirates or something, you know? Speaking of pirates, have y'all seen the new One Piece live action? My girlfriend's been watching it a lot. And rather, she hasn't been watching it a lot. She watched the entire thing, all 8 episodes. I haven't seen it yet. I've only watched the anime a little bit, like the first 17 episodes or something. But I'll like walk in and see her watching it, and I'm like, oh, I remember this, you know, in the anime. I think I got up to like the Captain Kuro arc, or Arlong Park. I did really like the casting in the live action show. Like every time I saw a character, I was like, oh my god, it's like perfect. Like Luffy is absolutely perfectly casted. I don't like Nami that much in the live action, but I didn't like her very much in the anime either, so it's probably like, you know, whatever, you know. It's probably just a me thing than a show thing. I bet it was perfect, you know, to somebody who's an actual Nami fan. I actually don't. One thing, I like brought my phone in here, but I put it in my pocket, and I'm like sitting down, so I'm just like, I gotta get it to know what my timer says, because I actually have a timer this time. It's been about 10 minutes. I might cut that part out, but I don't know, I like to keep these kind of unedited. Obviously I'll level it so that y'all don't have to listen to the, like the clinks and the clanks on my mic when I bump it into things, but I'm trying my best here. I gotta get a new mic stand, one that kind of just sits in front of me, or something. I don't know, something that I can hold so it doesn't pick it up as much. I'll just watch how other podcasters do it, who knows, or other ASMR artists, maybe it would be smarter. Right, back to pirates. So she's been watching the One Piece live action a lot recently, and rather she watched all the way through, and she says it's really good, and she's probably gonna pick up the anime, so I'm like, hey, I'll pick it up with you, you know, I got to episode 17, I could probably watch through again, easy peasy, or I think we're just gonna go off of Arlong Park at this point, because the live action kind of just put us on, you know. I don't know, One Piece is one of those shows that it's always been like, just too long. I didn't like how long it was. I was like, the pacing is absolutely horrible. I think it wasn't necessarily boring, way, but not really, you know? I'm like switching hands back and forth because it's tiring. I just got back from the gym, and today was biceps and back day. So I'm just my arms are so tired, you know? My biceps so tired. I don't know if y'all know, but I kind of do bodybuilding as a hobby. I would like to make voice acting my job. Right now it's just a hobby, but a few of my other hobbies is like gaming and bodybuilding and cosplaying, and I build cosplays a lot, like props and stuff. I'm working on Vegeta's armor from Dragon Ball Z right now. I'm actually like halfway done with that one. I might get to work on that one later today, who knows. But yeah, I go to the gym every single day. I hope that I can show y'all one day, someday soon, how much progress I've made and stuff, because I have gotten to a point recently where I'm like, not too, like, recently I found, I've kind of had the revelation that I'm not really a normie anymore, that like, if you look at me, you can tell that I work out, which, not to say that if you don't work out, if you do work out, you can't tell, because most of the time you can tell if you work out or not. But recently, for my little monkey brain, I was like, dang, you kind of look like a guy who works out, who like knows what he's doing, and that makes me a little more happy, I'm more excited to go to the gym now, because I'm like actually seeing the results of my progress, progress and results of my training and stuff like that. And it helps that I'm like constantly learning, and I'm trying to eat right. I'm actually bulking right now, so I'm eating like 3,000 calories a day, like 3,500 calories a day, stuff like that. And it's actually been really hard. So I've been like a big boy in the past, I used to be pretty big, not in like the working out kind of sense, but in the sense that I'm like, I was overweight, and I wasn't super happy with that, but my point is that I could eat a lot, and I was fine with eating a lot, and I was eating a lot every day. I was eating like a box of donuts a day kind of thing. It was awful. For me, it was awful. But after I lost a lot of weight, I lost like 55 pounds, 60 pounds, something like that. After that, I was just like, excuse me. After that, I was like, it was harder to eat a lot of food, which I think is a good thing. Overall, that's a good thing. But now that I'm bulking, it's just like, oh my god, it's so hard to just shove this food into my mouth. I just gotta do it, I gotta eat all this food. And it's even harder because it's like protein, like I'll drink a protein shake. I'll usually eat a bowl of cereal before the gym, drink a protein shake after the gym, and eat lunch and dinner, and then some snacks in between, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I promise you, when I'm eating, I'm never hungry, which is it feels so bad, I actually kind of like the feeling of being hungry, if that makes sense. It's like ooh, it's time to eat, I'm hungry, I'm excited to eat. But now the joy of eating just is lessened because of this bulk, and because I'm not really hungry anymore. I just kind of eat because I have to eat, and if I don't eat, then I can't bulk, and then I can't cut, it's like, I think I'm going to get back up to 200 pounds. I'm just going to bulk another 20 pounds I think I have left to go, and then I'm going to cut down to 180 and see how I look, and then if I need to bulk further or cut further, we'll see. But yeah, that's what's going on. I'm halfway through a bulk, and I'm pretty excited about it. Maybe once the cut's over, like in a year from now, I'll do a face reveal and a body reveal, and I'll start posting like actual cosplay stuff on my TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that, because voice acting and cosplay are my two like biggest passions. Those are two things that I want to do. My girlfriend is a cosplay model, so she'll like cosplay and then get like HD sell them on Patreon. Like, she has a pretty big following. I don't want to dox her though, because then that'll dox me. I'm sure if y'all went on my social media, you would be able to find her like instantly though. Yeah, actually, I have a picture of like me from behind, like my backside that looks pretty big, so I might actually post that. And be like the results of my training and stuff like that. But where was I? I lost my train of thought. Right, and so she actually inspired me to start doing this and pursuing my dream, because she pursued her dream of like cosplaying full time basically, and getting those HD pictures done and having a big fan base that loves seeing her. So I'm just like, oh, my AC just turned on. So I'm just like, I saw her and I was like, I could do that 100%. I would love to do that rather. I'm finally gonna pursue this voice acting dream and I want to become a voice actor, All of this YouTube stuff is to practice more than anything. I want to learn my own voice and create characters for myself, so that one day you may see me in Genshin Impact, or, the next Mortal Kombat would be crazy. I could do a mean scorpion, yeah, so I would love to keep pushing this as far as it can go, and becoming like the next big thing, the next Sean Schimmel, the next Chris Sabat, the next Bryce Papenbrook. You may know him from he's Kirito from Sword Art, he's Meliodas from Seven Deadly Sins, he's Eren Yeager, he is Inosuke Hashibara. He's one of my biggest inspirations. I love his voice. I've been trying to imitate his voice forever now, and I think I do a pretty good Bryce Papenbrook, at least like a good Meliodas. My voice can go as high as his, and my voice is almost as nasally, so I can imitate him if I really wanted to. Maybe I'll do a Meliodas video at some point. It's just, I think his Meliodas voice is annoying as hell. I'm not gonna lie there. I think Meliodas is annoying. So I'm just like, I wouldn't mind doing an Eren Yeager, a lower pitched voice or something like that, because I could also kind of do that. Maybe like a season 3 Eren, who knows? But yeah, that's kind of what's been going on with me. That's my dream, is to cosplay. I have a list on my phone of I have multiple lists. I have so many lists, it's crazy. I have to go through and condense them, but I have a list of cosplays I want to do, and it's ever expanding, and it's huge, and it doesn't even include all of the cosplays that I want to do. I haven't even written all of them down. And then I also have a list of character voices that I want to do for y'all, actually, write a script for Eren Yeager, or write a script about Shigaraki or something, because I've been working on my Shigaraki too. That one would be more of a yandere though, and I don't write yanderes very well. I'm not good at all at writing yanderes. I might have to commission a script or something. Or ask a friend to write me a Shigaraki script. Pardon. Sorry, like I said, breathing's hard right now. Whispering is so much harder than I gave it credit for. I'm like, damn, whispering seems really easy into a microphone, but now I'm doing it for I've been doing it for 20 minutes now, 30 minutes now, whatever, 25 minutes. And I'm like, it is so hard. Right, yeah, and I have another list of characters that I want to voice and stuff like that for a video. Actually, let me go through some of it. Let me find a list. And I also have character ideas. So I have Shigaraki at the top of the list. It doesn't mean that I'm going to do him right away, but that was just kind of the first one I thought of. Shigaraki, Hawks, Aizawa, Kirishima, Deku, which is obvious if you know me. I do Deku all the time. That one's not a surprise. Eren Yeager, Leon Kennedy, that new magician guy from Genshin, Goro from Genshin, Albedo from Genshin, and Nagito from Danganronpa 2 in specific. I would love to do a Nagito. I like Nagito. I think he's interesting. I think he's pretty cool. And I also have like a list on my phone of, it's like just kind of generic script ideas, like devil boyfriend patches you up or something, or you have a mercenary boyfriend and you need to patch him up. I don't know, like comfort, reverse comfort, sleep aid, spicier stuff. I just have like a whole list of things in my to-do list, basically, of like, if I ever run out of ideas, I can just kind of pull from it. But you guys supply me with so many ideas that I never really get around to doing that list. Unfortunately, I never really get around to doing it. Yeah, I think that's all that's really in my head today, to be honest. I don't have too much going on. It's been kind of a slow week for Jam. It was my birthday recently. It was Friday. It was my birthday, and I tried to do a stream on Wednesday. It was just gonna be an Overwatch and chill kind of stream, but YouTube did not like me, and it actually still doesn't like me. It just like, I don't know, YouTube just hates my guts right now, and it was lagging, and it was not very good, so I had to cancel it. We were like 30 minutes into the stream and I canceled it. I still gotta do that. I'm gonna do that pretty soon. We'll see. Just let me know in the comments what you would like to see me play or do. I actually want to do like a script writing stream pretty soon as well. Just like have y'all sit in on me writing a script and y'all can give me ideas, or like just tell me what to say, basically. Help me write scripts. I think that could be a lot of fun and could just let me talk to y'all more, I think, because I love talking to you guys. I absolutely love it, and you guys are so interesting and so caring and so loving, and I'm so lucky to have every single one of you here. I read your comments. I may not respond all the time, but that's because I am, I'm a little awkward and not social, and that kind of extends to YouTube comments of just like, I don't know what to say here, I'm sorry, I'll just leave a like and a heart or whatever. And even so, I feel bad for leaving a like and a heart without responding, It's just a rough time for old Jam right now. I'll get better about it, I promise. I think that's it though. I love y'all so very much. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I will, if you liked it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to see more. And of course, leave in the comments below what you would like to see from me, or answer any of the questions that I kind of gave you this this JamCast episode. I would really appreciate it, and I would definitely respond. Yeah, I love y'all so very much. Tune in to next week's episode,